1/4 centuries after the 13 American colonies declared their independence from the most powerful empire of the day, the United States, a country young by history's standards, had risen to superpower status and become the most powerful nation in the world. America had emerged victorious from 2 world wars and a lengthy Cold War fought under the threatened use of the most terrible weapons humankind had ever known. After fighting to make the world safe for democracy, helping to free Europe from evil dictatorships and defeating communism, Americans had come to believe, protected as we were for so long by 2 great oceans, that we were immune to the wars and carnage that had taken place in other parts of the world. But on a late summer morning, September 11th, 2001, that sense of immunity was about to end. On September 11th, 2001, New York City, the most diverse city in the world, was viciously attacked in an unprovoked act of war. On that day, more than 3,000 innocent men, women, and children of every race and religion from over 80 nations were lost. It was a perfect day, 70 degrees, flawless skies. The people of New York and the rest of America were beginning their Tuesday just like any other day. No one had any reason to believe that this day would be so different. At 7:58 a.m., 2 planes took off from Boston for Los Angeles. Within 30 minutes, hijackers had taken over both planes, reversing course toward New York City. The first plane, American Flight 11, hit the World Trade Center's North Tower at 8:45. People thought it was a sonic boom, a construction accident, or a horrific airline accident. 21 minutes later, 9:06 a.m., United Flight 175 struck the South Tower. America was under attack. Gray clouds of smoke billowed from the towers in stark contrast to the beautiful blue sky. As people ran out of the buildings to escape, firefighters and police ran in to help save the lives of those inside. We learned much about American courage, the courage of firefighters and police officers whose actions forever redefined the term hero. At 10 a.m., the South Tower collapsed. As Americans everywhere watched in horror, all those inside perished. 29 minutes later, the North Tower fell, darkening the skies of Lower Manhattan. those two buildings were suddenly gone. On that day, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. But we responded with the best of America. This was the deadliest terrorist attack in history. It claimed more lives than Pearl Harbor or D-Day. This was not just an attack on the city of New York. It was an attack on the very idea of a free, inclusive, and civil society. It was a direct assault on the founding principles of the United States of America. America is a nation full of good fortune, with so much to be grateful for. But we are not spared from suffering. In every generation, the world has produced enemies of freedom. They have attacked America because America is freedom's home and defender. The commitment of our nation's fathers is now the calling of our time. This massive attack was intended to break our spirit. It has not done that. It has made us stronger, more determined, and more resolved. The bravery of the New York firefighters, police officers, emergency workers, airline passengers, and civilians in saving over 25,000 lives that day carried out the most effective rescue operation in our history. Their actions inspired us all. And now those two buildings are gone. New York and America itself is not the same. In that part of our mind where we have cataloged the clips of our saddest moments, the Zapruder film, the Challenger disaster, we place the images of this moment, ever real, ever immediate, never to be forgotten. Images that add a new phrase to our language, ground zero. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shattered steel, but they could not dent the steel of American resolve. A great people moved to defend a great nation. And from the ashes of ground zero, like a rising phoenix,